Extraordinary victories and celebrations, unbelievable contras, interesting radio conversations, and misfortune.
The engine was going much slower than before. Amazing.
All of this seems to sum up his career. Charles Bukowski says, "Those who can solve their problems come out of those who show enough determination and a little luck." If you can show enough patience and determination, luck will eventually smile at you. But most of the people could not show this patience, so they gave up and condemned themselves to unhappiness. The person we will be talking about is the driver who has covered the most race distances in Formula One history. He is the second most race driver after Kimi Räikkönen. It is possible that he will break this record. Fernando Alonso, who has had countless misfortunes since his last championship in 2006, despite showing enough patience and determination. So when it comes to Alonso, it's like Bukowski is wrong. Well, almost all of the other well-known words about luck are also wordy in this regard. I agree with Tolstoy's comment that luck is a whore, sometimes even sleeps with a mosquito. Before we get into the statistics part, let's do some brainstorming. I passed a champion driver. Even if you are a mediocre driver, you will think twice when switching to a 2008 to 2009 Renault or post-2015 McLaren seat. It coexisted with Alonso Renault. His close relationship with Briatore should not be overlooked. It is very normal that Renault is the first to dress after the Spygate scandal. Another disappointment in 2015. Returning to Formula One, Honda becomes the engine supplier to McLaren. The successes of these two in the past are so great that they could even be the subject of another video. But history did not repeat itself at the beginning of the turbo gyrite era. The Honda engine was noticeably slower than its competitors. The times we heard Alonso's cries on the team radio are the McLaren era. Although he tries to move the vehicle forward, the limit of human power and ability is up to a point. The next is already a period of silence for Fernando Alonso. Alonso experienced these disappointments when he was loaded with ambition after 2 world championships, the Hamilton rivalry and then the Vettel rivalry in the 2010s. The great ambition and the disappointment of success grow in parallel with this. After this period when he could not be competitive, he took a break from Formula One. Of course, this man, scorched by the competition created for speed, did not stay comfortably for 2 years and participated in the World Endurance Championship and won Le Mans and the championship. 2 years later, he accepted Renault's offer, which came to him and assured that they could produce competitive vehicles with the new regulations. Both Alonso and Alpine had good races with Ocon in the 2021 season, which they planned as a preparation year. While Ocon won in Hungary, the lion's share definitely belonged to Alonso, who had Lewis behind him. Even as the years pass, Alonso's strong defense will continue to be remembered. The lion's share of the only race your Alpine team won in the 2021 season belongs to you, but your teammate wins the race, not you. In the remaining 8 races in 2022, he was never slower than Ocon on any weekend. But looking at the standings, Alonso's points are not even half of Ocon's. Bahrain from strategy. Mechanical failure in Jeddah. Engine failure and subsequent crash while racing for the first line with the purple sector in Australia. The side pod that crumbles. Miami 5 seconds penalties. And a strategy error by not pitting behind the safety car in the last race Canadian GP. He also got a 5-second penalty for changing direction on the straight and left a race where he was much faster than Ocon with less points. If we look at his career season by season, the ratio of the points he collected to the team's points in the seasons he was teammates with pilots such as Fisichella, Hamilton, Massa, Räikkönen, Button is obvious. Of course, while making this calculation, we should not forget his teammates such as Nelson Piquet Jr. and Van Dorn. It is tremendous that a man who is unfortunate in the race as well as the team selection can achieve such a rate. It seems very unfair to me that a driver who competed with Schumacher and became the youngest champion of the period, fighting for the championship with the 3rd fastest car in the 2010 and 2012 seasons, only won 2 championships. For me, GOAT is an extremely populist concept in F1. I find the elite drivers class more reasonable, and Alonso definitely belongs there. I don't know if he'll get a chance again in the next few years and achieve anything more, but I am sure that Alonso will be ready for the competition, as he always did, if that day comes. His current struggle and his past are the guarantee of what he will do.